Hi everyone, welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So it's a lovely sunny and rainy day today on my island, which I'm so excited about because I don't think I've ever played the game on the channel in this weather. And I logged on today and was like, oh my goodness, this is like my favourite weather in the game. When it's sunny and rainy, I just think it's the best. It's so cute. And I haven't picked up the game since the last time you guys saw me playing Animal Crossing on the channel, and I need to fix that. And I got a really lovely comment on my last Animal Crossing video from someone saying that they would love to just watch me complete Nook Mile goals and just chat about things, and I thought that was really sweet, and I'm going to try not take these videos so seriously and worry that I need to have a specific goal in mind, because I do think a lot of you do just enjoy watching me walk around and do nothing for some reason. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Today we're mainly going to be focusing on Nook Mile goals. I think these are really fun to do. They give me little objectives in the game to focus on. While I'm chatting to you all, we have some good ones today, I think. And yeah, it is raining, so why don't we head inside and get some wellies. So this is my home. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it's a little bit updated now. I'm so happy with this home design. Whenever I come in here I just feel so happy. My previous home designs I was never really happy with, but this one, I don't know. It just makes me very, very happy. I feel like it's so cozy and lovely. I'm not going to put a full rainy day outfit on. I think just some wellies would be a good idea. What do you guys call these where you live? Oh, rain boots. Duh. Maybe some little red ones. Okay, let's wear these. I really, really like this outfit actually. It's summer on my island, but raining outside and the fireplace is on. So, as you can tell, I quite literally never let go of the cozy season. It's always cozy. So why haven't I been playing Animal Crossing lately? Well, to be honest, I kind of feel like I've done majority of things that are fun and interesting in the game at this point. It's been out for 3 years now. Unfortunately, a lot of things that would usually keep me coming back to the game aren't as good as they should have been in this one. You guys have all heard it before, villager interactions and things like that. In previous Animal Crossing titles I'd always come back to the game, even years later, because I was excited to talk to my villagers, and the conversations were genuinely very funny. I felt like they actually did have personality, you know, and I do love my villagers in this game, but I rarely find myself wanting to talk to them as much, because you have to talk to them about 5 times before they'll even say anything sort of different than what they usually say. For example, I bet you if I talk to Melba, she'll say, I haven't seen you in a month, it's raining. Okay, let's see. I'm so happy to see you. What's the latest? Probably not a healthy idea to stay out in this rain for too long. Yeah, that's it. That's the entire conversation. See, I already know. So that makes me just not want to talk. I also find that my villagers very rarely run up to me to ask me to do quests or play games. For example, there's an entire game you can play with villagers in this one, where they hide a fossil and you have to go dig it up. But genuinely, a villager has only asked me to play that game probably at the most 4 times over the past 3 years. Genuinely, I very rarely receive that quest. And so when I do receive it, I get really excited, but they never interact with me. They never really run up to me for anything interesting unless it's to just give me an item that I don't want. So that's one of the reasons I think that I just stopped playing. Also, I get very, very stressed decorating my island, as you can probably tell by the absolute mess that it is. A lot of you guys are so lovely and tell me it's beautiful and everything, and I really appreciate that, but for me, I'm just not happy with my island. I will spend months, hours, all day just working on my island, trying to make it look a way that I like. I get tired, I get headaches, I get fed up with it. Eventually I'm happy with it and I'm like, oh my god, this area looks so good now, it looks so much better. But then I'll record a video and I'll watch it back and look at my island and I'm like, that looks terrible. What did I do? And I'm just constantly unhappy with the changes I make to my island. And I'm just never happy with how it looks. And I look at other people's beautiful islands, those people that like, I don't know, they make gorgeous, beautiful islands like once a month. They make an entire island, which is so crazy. And they upload it online. You can go visit Dream Address. It's just perfect and neat and tidy, and there's not a flower out of place. I try to remember mine looks the way it does because I actually play on it. So there's bound to be things out of place. I have to keep certain things around in case I need certain fruit or flowers if I want to craft something, things like that. a lot of these people aren't actually playing on these islands, they're just making them pretty and then getting rid of them and making a new one, you know. But yeah, I'm sure lots of you out there, I've heard a lot of people in the Animal Crossing community get really anxious about their islands look like, and I'm not the only one. So yeah, I need to get another shovel, unless I already have one. Do I have two? No, we need to go get another one. Okay, let's head to the shop. I know I'm not the only one who feels very overwhelmed and stressed trying to make your island look beautiful, and I try not to focus on it too much, but I love decorating. I love decorating in games. I just wish it was a little bit easier in this game. I kind of wish I could decorate my island like how you decorate in Happy in Paradise, you know? Also, does anyone else when they come into Nook's Cranny try to talk to Tommy? I find no matter where I run, Timmy runs in the way. So I often end up only talking to Timmy, but Tommy's my favourite, so I tried to talk to Tommy. Did you see that? I almost ended up talking to Timmy instead. Yeah, let me know in the comments if any of you have a favourite one of the Nooklings. I'm gonna sell these things I don't need. We need to head to the museum because I have a fossil to be assessed, and I also have an item to donate that I bought in the last video. But yeah, I did actually post about this on my Instagram story recently, saying, because someone asked how I was and what I've been up to, and I was like, I really want to make Animal Crossing content because I know you'll enjoy it and it helps my channel grow, but genuinely I just have so much trouble thinking of something fun to do in it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to listen to your guys' advice and just chill and just do whatever. I think sometimes I get a little stressed being stuck on my island because, like I was just saying, I get really unhappy with how it looks, so being stuck here can stress me out a bit. So I think I'm gonna head back to Paradise Planning soon and do some more decorating videos there. And also I think I might visit some dream addresses. If you have a pretty dream address you want me to visit, feel free to message it to me on Instagram. I would say on Twitter as well, but I'm kind of moving away from Twitter a little bit because I don't even know what's going on that app. It's insane. What is Nate running over to? Oh, he loves the cake. Oh my goodness. What is that face? Are you okay? Hey, what's new, yawn? What's the latest? The thing I'm most proud of is my smell. I can smell like any kind of food. Oh, you were smelling the cake? Check this out. I'm gonna smell like... I cannot say that word. I have no idea how you pronounce that. Real cool, huh? Here, I'll do another one. Split pea soup. I don't know how I do it. I haven't had split pea soup in weeks. It's a real mystery. Wait. So you weren't smelling the food, you were saying you smell like food? Maybe you should have a bath. I wonder if Gulliver or anyone is visiting today. Probably not because Flick is here, I think. Also, I got my Animal Crossing guidebook. I love it. If you were wondering whether to get it or not, I definitely recommend it. It has a huge list in the back of the book of all the Happy in Paradise requests and the furniture they want for each request, which I think is really useful, especially for me because I was always googling it. I had a tab open on my phone and my iPad just constantly so I could look at different villagers' requests and things like that. So yeah, I love this. I just literally open the book. I don't have to go on my phone or anything, and I'm really trying to get my screen time down because I do have a habit of just being on TikTok for like 4 hours a day and I need to stop. Anyways, let's check in with Fang. I had no idea mushrooms grew so big. Hang on a second. Reckon this is a mush lamp. I thought I'd found a freak fungus. It kind of is. I just love the mushroom furniture so much, especially in this game. Always used to collect the mushroom furniture in Animal Crossing Wild World, and I always had it in my upstairs room for some reason, but I just absolutely love it in this game. I do miss some of the items like the mushroom TV. Do you guys remember that? Anyways, we spoke to our neighbours, so we got 200 Nook miles. Next we need to hit rocks, which I don't really want to do. Although we can do, I can show you guys my rock garden if I can remember where I put it. I think it's on the right side of my island. I literally never go up to it, so I guess we can do that. Take a picture, we can take a picture. I sell shells, yay! It's summer, so hopefully it stops raining and we can have a nice walk down the beach, collect some seashells. I think let's go hit the rocks, because yeah, oh wait, we need a shovel first. I forgot to buy that. That was the whole reason I went to the shop. I'm so silly sometimes. But yeah, what have I been up to recently? I went to a wedding, which is really weird because in my last video I was talking about weddings. I went to my auntie's wedding. She married her girlfriend who she's been with since I was a kid, and I hadn't seen my auntie since I was like 10. So it was really nice to see her again and her girlfriend. I watched them get married. It was so lovely. My first time attending a wedding as an adult, and I loved it. I thought it was wonderful. I really didn't think I'd feel like anything much because, I don't know, like I said, I haven't seen my auntie in so many years. When I saw them both come down the aisle together. I saw my auntie look around and she looked really emotional. I was so happy for her. And I got to see my uncle, who I haven't seen since I was a kid. I got to see a bunch of family members, and they got to meet my partner as well, which was pretty weird because I think my family spoke to my partner more than me. At one point, my brother came over to me with my partner after they just went to get a drink at the bar and was like, oh, I went up there to flirt with my brother's single, by the way. My brother was like, I went up there to flirt with the lady at the bar, and he said all I heard was a woman came over and kissed Tyler, who's my partner, on the cheek, and I was like, what? Who? If you don't know, I'm like the most jealous person in the world, and I do not want anyone to even breathe the same air as my partner, let alone kiss them on the cheek. I was so angry, and then I realised they were teasing me, and it was my auntie that came over and met him. And not my auntie that got married, my other auntie that's going out with my uncle. And yeah, she met him. I didn't even speak to her the entire time I was there, but she met my partner and kissed him on the cheek, which I thought was really funny because I literally didn't even speak to her. But anyways, this is my rock garden. Isn't it lovely? Actually, it looks very beautiful up here. Oh my goodness, there's a rainbow. It hasn't really stopped raining. Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful. Ah, how lovely. It's so beautiful. So now we've completed this Nook Marigold. It's 4 PM now. I am actually playing in real time today, which I very rarely do. So this will help me keep track of when I need to come off the game. But yeah, we need to hit rocks. Not that we're actually going to get anything from them because there's no room. Oh, this is the money rock. Damn it. Oh my goodness, I did not mean to do that. Sometimes I do be so dramatic for no reason. But yeah, we just need to hit rocks. It's not like we actually need the materials. I rarely craft things anymore. I just really wish they'd do an update on this game to give us like something more fun to do, you know? Like a reason to craft things again. Because right now I don't really need to craft anything except maybe tools. And sometimes, you know, like cute things like a little library or some books and things like that. But yeah, the rain has stopped, so we can head to the beach now. But yeah, anyways, what have I been doing? I went to a wedding. It was my auntie's wedding. It was lovely. Loved it. Weddings are so cute. I was very excited because I got to see my partner in a suit. And I just love to see my partner in a suit. I got to wear a fun dress. See loads of family members I haven't seen since I was like 10. My uncle stopped me and told me to put on some weight because he was worried about me, which happens all the time. I don't think anyone realizes I just have like the fastest metabolism in the world. No matter how much I eat, I just stay very small, which I know a lot of people are envious of, so I won't sit here bragging about it because I know it's annoying. That was quite funny. And I met my granddad for the first time because I've never met him before. I literally just gave him a hug and was like, wow, it's so nice to meet you. And he said, nice to see you. And then that was it. So I got to see a lot of my family, but they didn't really talk to me. I'm very shy, so I didn't really go up to them. Ooh, what are these two talking about? Hey Goldstar, it's been a while. Did you go back to the mainland? Oh, wait, did I destroy the conversation? Oh, they just ended it. Anyways, so yeah, went to a wedding, that was fun. But at the wedding, we had to move our chairs from service, which was outside, into like the hall where everyone eats. Loads of people were in my way, they wouldn't get out of the way. And I had to lift my chair over a table, and as I lifted the chair upwards, like almost above my head, I felt something in my arm just like rip, and I was so worried that my arm was broken because if you didn't know, I have bone disease, so my bones break really easily. My arm was hurting all night, but I just kind of got over it. Then I was still a bit worried because it still hurt the next day, and it wasn't just like a regular ache, it was like I literally couldn't pick anything up. And I couldn't make myself a tea, I couldn't pick a water jug up, I was struggling to brush my teeth, and I was very concerned, and my partner was like, let's wait a couple of days, and if it still hurts after a couple of days, I'll take you to the hospital to get it checked out. And yeah, it'd been quite a few days, and it was Friday. I was thinking we're gonna have to go to the hospital tomorrow because it still hurts, so I posted on my story letting you guys know. I think my arm might be broken, I'm not sure. So, and I woke up on Saturday and it was fine. I'm assuming that I ripped my muscle because it hurt for like an entire week and I couldn't do anything. But yeah, luckily I didn't break my arm, so that's great. I'm going to take my fossil to the museum and also the statue I have, so we have more space to collect shells. because I'm not sure we have much space in my pockets. We never really do because I carry way too much stuff around with me all the time. But yeah, I had a really injured arm, so I couldn't work. Like every time I tried to put my hand in the position to use my mouse, I couldn't. That's why there might be like a little gap between my last video and this one. But yeah, I'm feeling all better now, so nothing to worry about. I was thinking, is this going to be the first time I break my bone with my current partner? Because I have not broken a bone since I've been with him, and I've been with him for 8 years now. Yeah, it's weird to have a bone disease and just not break a bone. Like the last 4 or 5 times I had to go to the hospital or go to my doctor's appointments, they would check up on me and be like, have you had any more breaks or anything since last time we saw you? And it's always like, no. And sometimes I'm like, do I even have a bone disease? Like my bones have not broken. I'm really enjoying actually collecting the art options in the museum, and I really want to complete my art exhibit because I've never done that before in any of my games because the art was always really hard to come by in previous games, but I feel like it's a lot easier to get in this one, especially if you get Red at Halves Island. You can just see him basically every day. So let's see, here's an informative statue. What? Is that an informative statue? And the genuine article, no less? Yes, it is, indubitably. It is even more magnificent than I imagined. I shall treat this donation with the utmost care, Al's honour. Aww. I shall also leave details about your donation for all to read once it's on display. Please do check back later. I'm not going to check back later, I'm going to check back now. But yeah, there was another time where I thought I would have broken a bone because when I went to go see Hatsune Miku live in concert, if you don't know, she's a Vocaloid character, which, how do I even explain that to people who don't know what that is? She's like a Japanese robot that you can go see in real life in concert. I know, crazy. But I went to go see her in concert. I think it was the second time I went to go see her. I think it was when I went to go see Hatsune Miku. It might have been when I went to see Dan and Phil, because I went to go watch their Interactive Introverts show. I don't think I need to explain to you who Dan and Phil are. Everyone knows who Dan and Phil are. I went to go see something and I was in the hotel room and I was really excited and dancing around, and I smacked my leg with full force against the corner of the wall, and oh my goodness, it was so painful. And me and my partner both thought, oh my goodness, my ankle's broken, like immediately. And it was fine. So I don't really know what's going on, whether my bones got stronger, whether I'm just not hitting myself or falling over as often as I used to as a kid, because I broke a lot of bones as a kid, and as an adult I haven't broken any yet. So that's good for me, but I have just been like expecting it to happen at some point and it hasn't. So yeah. I was quite shocked that my arm wasn't broken. I thought for sure, I knew that there was a muscle tear, but I thought maybe there's a possible fracture because I can't really tell with the pain, because I broke my foot once before and I walked around on a broken foot for 2 weeks. Just thinking, ow, my foot is sore, and I was just walking on it. It was literally broken. Everyone just thought I just hurt it, and it wasn't until it'd been 2 weeks where I was still like, my foot really hurts, that my mum was like, I think I should take you to the hospital. She took me and it was broken, and I'd been walking around on it broken for 2 weeks, so. But yeah, the other day I was playing this game that was set in China. I think the game was called Sword and Fairy. I was just checking it out because it was free on Xbox Game Pass and it looked really beautiful. I was playing that game and I saw this item in the game, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's that thing I got from Animal Crossing last time I played. Do you guys ever do that in real life? Like I see people get really excited because they see like a painting or a statue in a museum or something that they have in Animal Crossing. I want to know what it is because it looked really beautiful in the game I played the other day as well, and I think it's really pretty. This bronze ding from ancient China is the largest and heaviest ever found. The script on the inside suggests it was created to honour the king's mother. What is a ding though? I don't know what that is. I love it here in the art exhibit, probably because I've never gone to an art exhibit in real life. I recently completed these two, which I'm very happy about. These are the wild paintings. This folding screen shows dynamic brushwork of Fujin and Raijin on a gold leaf background. It's a style still in use today in the Rinpa school of Japanese painting. I think they just look like the happiest little guys, you know what I mean? They are just absolutely loving life. No worries in the world. Just running around, flying through the sky with your little anklets on. Sometimes I think we all need to just be like these little goblins, you know? I think they're goblins anyway. Speaking of learning things at the museum, I recently applied for university, which is something I didn't think I was ever going to do, to be honest with you. Recently, I've just been walking around town, you know, with my coffee or sitting at home with not much to do. I just kept thinking, I want to learn. Like, I want to learn something. I want to study, and I looked up courses for ages. I wanted to do like floristry or something to do with like plants, something to do with nature, something to do with like fairies if it was possible, something to do with art, but there isn't really much. And for art stuff, I have had negative experiences studying art before, and I'm not sure whether university will have the same sort of thing. I feel like sometimes studying art cannot be the best because art is subjective, you know? I remember when I was studying art, my teachers always hated my art. They just hated anything that wasn't Van Gogh, you know? And especially they hated anything that was from another culture that they didn't understand. I didn't want to study art again. I worried it would make me feel bad about my art, and I've already had so much experiences with that, so I thought I wanted to study something different. So I decided to start a degree in English literature and creative writing. For me, I'm quite excited about this because I love English literature. I loved studying it at school. I've always been pretty good at writing. I've always been basically at the top of my class. I think I was the top of my class in my English Lit A levels. I was always doing very well throughout my school life in English. I know in primary school I was the best reader, but you know, that was when I was like 10, so who cares that I was the best reader when I was 10, but yeah, I've always loved reading. I do read all the time still, and I have been writing a lot. I have a diary I write in all the time, and I noticed I was just becoming more and more descriptive in my diary entries, and I also started writing poems for fun. And yeah, so I have been still doing stuff like creative writing and English literature stuff, and so I thought I'd give it a go. I was a bit nervous about it because I worry that I'm not good enough, and I'm worried I'm not smart enough, and I'm worried I'm not going to be able to handle it because I feel like I can barely handle my YouTube work as it is. So studying alongside that, I am only studying part-time by the way, but studying alongside that, I worried that it's going to be something I struggle with. But my partner really encouraged me, and my mum did as well. It's better to try and fail it than to never know. Who knows if I'll be able to handle it. It might be too much work for me, it might stress me out, I might hate it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And just so you know, in the UK you can study a degree for free as long as you don't make over £25,000 a year. Then you have to pay back the loan, but paying it back is really not much at all. I think it's like £10 a month or something like that. But yeah, so I have just got a student loan, so I don't have to pay anything, and I'm just gonna give it a go, and if I don't like it then I can stop. If I do like it, I can keep going. Yeah, so that's something exciting that's happening in my life. I'll be starting in October, and I'm actually really excited to learn something new and to study something, because I feel like my brain's kind of been dying because all I do is play games and I don't learn or do anything. So recently I've been trying to like make my brain active because I really just don't want to have a dead brain, you know? So yeah, if any of you have studied English literature and creative writing, maybe as a degree as well, feel free to give me tips because I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, we got Nook bells. Oh, for earning 5,000 bells. Yeah, maybe next we should go collect some seashells and sell those. I'm quite excited to start university and start studying things and learn stuff. That's basically that. I'll be studying at the Open University, so I don't have to actually go to a student accommodation or move or anything. I can just study it all from home, which I'm very, very excited about because student accommodation and travelling to university would be much too difficult for me because we don't even have a university close to me because I live in the countryside. The closest one is like almost an hour's drive away. Yeah, I can't drive, so that wasn't happening. Honestly, when I left my secondary school, they massively pushed for us to go to university because I think they got like some money if more students went to university or something. I don't know why they forced us to so much, but they really tried to force me to go to university at my school. So I told them I was going to do a art degree at an Open University, but I didn't. I just said it to make them leave me alone. And so yeah, I really, really disliked the UK school system. I hated being in education. I hated my school. Since I left school, I didn't do any education. I just worked, and I've like been finding myself, exploring my hobbies and things like that. And I feel like I've spent so many years now. I mean, how long has it been since I left school? 6 years. It's been 6 years since I left school. I think during that time I've had enough time to, you know, explore what I want to do, what things I like. One of those is reading and writing, and I realised it's not actually learning that I dislike. It was just the school I was in because I realised I really loved learning in my English literature class because there was only 3 other students in that class. It started off with like the most students, but majority of the students couldn't handle the work in the English literature class, so they left or switched classes. And so in the end, my English literature class was literally 4 students including me, and I loved that class because it was so small. I felt like I actually got the attention I needed from the teacher. I actually learned, I enjoyed what I was learning. I felt like I improved, I loved getting feedback, and genuinely just had a great time. And yeah, I realised after all this time that I would like to learn something. I would like to keep my brain active and just keep a healthy brain. I'm not getting a degree to get a job or anything like that. I'm literally just learning for fun. So I'm quite excited about it. And yeah, I guess I'll update you guys if it's like stressful, if I hate it, or whatever happens, you know? But yeah, oh, something else that happened at my auntie's wedding was this random lady who wasn't on my auntie's side of the family. So not my side, it was on her partner's side of the family, I think. This random lady came up to me and was like, is your hair naturally wavy? And I was like, yeah, it's naturally curly. I mean, I wouldn't say it's wavy, because I think people with wavy hair kind of have straight hair, right? Mine, like, as soon as, even while it's wet, it naturally curls into ringlets. So I just assume I have curly hair. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I have curly hair. And she was like, oh, it's just so beautiful, but it is really thin, isn't it? And I just stood there like, what? Why did you feel the need to say that to me? What? I literally didn't even realise I was just insulted. I just went, yeah, and then I turned around and sat down. And then I just felt this rage overcome me because I was like, she's insulted me to my face for no reason. I don't even know who this woman is. You should have seen the rage like enter my face as I turned around to face my sister and my partner. I was so mad. I just was going around to everyone saying this. Every time this woman walked past me, I was like putting a funny face at her, giving her the evil eye, because I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? Why did you come up to me solely just to insult me? I thought she was going to say something nice because I'm used to being stopped and people saying, wow, your hair's so long, and things like that. So I was just expecting the usual, wow, your hair is so long. But no, that wasn't what she wanted to say. She wanted to tell me my hair was thin. Thanks for reminding me? Thanks for telling me? Like I didn't already know? Like I didn't already look in the mirror every day? What annoys me the most is I didn't think my hair was that thin. But this was the second time this week I got stopped by an older lady who felt the need to comment on my hair. Because the same thing happened to me when I went to the bookshop. Oh my goodness, we actually got a new recipe? Now we can make apple jelly? What does this look like? I'm so happy when we get new food recipes. Oh, it's green. I thought it was going to be red. It's still pretty cute though. But yeah, the same thing happened to me a couple days before. I went to a little Waterstones in my local town. I usually go to a big Waterstones, but I went to this little one while my partner was getting his haircut. And as I walked in, I was looking at the books like directly opposite the counter, and I heard the ladies behind the counter whispering, and I can just sense they were talking about me. And then I heard them that they were talking about my hair and whispering and I think they were being nasty about my hair and saying like, oh yeah, looks like it's really hard to take care of, and just being nasty. And I just don't get what it is. What's crazy to me is it's always the same age lady. I've never been stopped by a man to insult my hair because I don't think men particularly care about things like that. And young women, like mid-20s and younger, and old women, 50 plus, are always so nice when they talk to me in public. They're always lovely. They always say to me how beautiful my hair is. They'll stop me and say the nicest things. They'll compliment my outfit and my hair, and they're just lovely. But for some reason, women in their late 20s to 40s absolutely despise me. I get the nastiest looks when I'm out from women in that age group, and they always insult me in some way. And I genuinely do not know why they hate me, and I wish I could understand why. I don't want women to hate me. I love women. I'm a girl's girl. I hate men, and I don't want any women to hate me because I want them to know I'm on your side. I love you. I love women. Please don't be mad at me if I've done something you don't like. Please, can we just hate the patriarchy and not each other? That happened, and it keeps happening to me, and I don't know why. If any of you know why women in that age group seem to hate me, please let me know. But yeah, would you ever go up to someone and then just tell them they have thin hair? I would never do that in my life. I would never. I don't know what goes through people's brains, and they're like, I'm going to stop this girl and point out something about her that's going to make her self-conscious for the rest of her life. Like, what? Why? If I was ever going to stop anyone, it would be to compliment them on something. Like, I feel like it was the most backhanded compliment ever. The way she was like, your hair's so beautiful, but it's really thin, isn't it? Like, what do you want me to say to that? I literally said, yeah, and turned around like, what do you want me to say? I could have literally, I don't get it. I said this when I was at the wedding because me and my brother were laughing about it, and I was like, I could have literally gone up to her and been like, oh wow, your dress is so nice, it's a shame you look so ugly in it. But like, why would anyone ever say that? Like, that's just not a nice thing to say. Also, this woman, I should say, she didn't have nice hair at all, so I don't know why she felt the need to insult me. Anyways, I've been rambling about this for too long. Time to sell these shells. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. Insulted by random women, signed up for university, went to a wedding, rested for a couple of days, basically a week because I had an injured arm. I haven't been playing much Animal Crossing, but I have been enjoying playing it today. What should we do next? Oh, catch a clownfish? Where do you get clownfish from? No, they're from the ocean, aren't they? I know this because I have in fact watched Finding Nemo. Yeah, they are from the sea. Why don't we try catch one? But yeah, summer has been really weird here in the UK. It's just been like rainy and dull. It's not been sunny and nice at all. Also, I don't just want to complain about people for this whole video. There was this really nice man. I went to Hever Castle recently. This really nice man came up to me and offered to take a picture of me and my partner, which nobody has ever done before. Like, I'm always stopped and asked to take pictures of people. I don't know why I must have that look about me, like I know what I'm doing with an iPhone, but people really often, like I had to take a picture of this one lady at Disneyland who was on her own. I went to Hever Castle and I got stopped by this mum and her little girl because she wanted me to take a picture of her. Anyways, this gardener stopped me and was like, would you like me to take a picture of you guys? And he had a nice chat with me, and I thought he was so sweet and lovely. And yeah, I was really happy because I don't have like hardly any pictures of me and my partner that I haven't taken myself, or struggled to like place my phone up against a tree or something to try and take. So yeah, I was really happy about that. And I kind of want me and my partner to just take a picture at Hever Castle every time we go because we love Hever Castle. Which you don't know if you're not from the UK, it's Anne Boleyn's castle. Anne Boleyn was one of Henry VIII's wives, and yeah, you can go to visit her castle and it's really beautiful. She has really beautiful gardens. So yeah, I love going there in summer. And I did get a picture of us last time, and now I have a picture of us this time, which I didn't think I was gonna get. I was thinking as I get older I'm just gonna have this like 30 years worth of photos of me and my partner at Hever Castle. Because I just love it there and I'm going to keep going back there. Also, there was all these really cute duckies, like little baby ducklings, and they all came running up to me and my partner for some reason. It was so cute. I'm just like so in love with ducks now. I feel really bad because I have eaten duck before, but I don't think I'll be eating duck ever again because these little ducklings were so cute. They run up to my shoes and they were like walking on my shoes and biting my shoes, which I thought was the cutest thing ever. And yeah, I just love ducklings. That made me really happy. Oh, I met up with a friend for like the first time in years. I met up with an old school friend. Hi Connor, if you're watching. He was like my best friend in school and we haven't really seen each other for years. But we met up and had a little picnic together, which I really enjoyed because I really love packing a picnic, and it was the first friend I've hung out with since leaving school. Many years ago, I not hung out with anyone, bit of a recluse. So yeah, first person I've hung out with that isn't my partner or my best friend that comes down to visit like once every 4 years because she lives in a different place. So yeah, I was really nervous about it, but then when we met each other again, it was just like old times and it was so lovely and I just loved seeing him. He's the sweetest. I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but yeah, he's so lovely, and he just got engaged to his boyfriend as well recently, which I'm so happy for them. I feel like I've been doing a lot of things that I would have been quite scared of before. Oh my goodness, there's a shark! What the heck? But yeah, this is a sign if you're nervous to meet up with old friends because you haven't seen them in ages for some reason, like me. Reach out to them, try to plan something, and I promise you won't regret it. Oh my goodness, this controller is so loud when I'm catching a shark. Oh my goodness, look at his nose. But yeah, I had the best time. Hopefully I'll get to see him again soon. It was so crazy because we just like chatted so easily about so many things. Yeah, it's really nice to know I have a friend that I can meet up with and spend time with, because for the longest time I've been like, I have no friends, I have nobody to hang out with, and I know now if I'm ever lonely or I just need to see a friend, I can call him and I can message him and we can actually meet up, because it won't be weird because I have actually seen him within the past 5 years. So I was really happy about that, and yeah, I've been enjoying so many games playing on the channel recently. You might have watched my Story of Seasons video that I played recently. I did get a comment from someone saying, oh, I bet there's only one video of this, like when you played Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. And I was like, what? I literally said in the video that I didn't like Pioneers of Olive Town. I really like A Wonderful Life. Sorry for talking about a different game while I'm playing this one, but yeah, I really like Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life, so I'd already recorded the second video when I uploaded the first one. So yeah, that'll be out soon. It'll be a summer festival in the game. I got sent a couple of games in the post by a publisher that I'm gonna play with you guys soon. I really need to get on top of that, and also I need to finish editing my coffee talk video, which will be out eventually. So I hope you guys look forward to that as well. Why can I not find a clownfish? We may have to give up. I literally cannot find one at all. I thought they were an easy fish to catch. Imagine you go to fish up a clownfish and you catch a literal shark. Like, what is happening? I don't want to say PTSD because it's like a serious thing, but I do have a bit of like trauma related to sharks because the first time I broke my arm was because of a shark. I know, sounds like the most terrifying story in the world. It really isn't. I was in year 1, so I was like maybe 6 years old, 7 years old? I think I was 6. We went on a school trip to an aquarium, so don't worry, I wasn't in the water with an actual shark. And we were looking at the little sharks. They weren't big sharks, they were just like little ones. And we were standing on like a ledge thing to properly see into the tank. And it was like my whole class on there, and some boy pushed another boy who pushed the girl who was next to me into me, which made me fall on top of my best friend at the time. And yeah, I fell on top of her with my arm underneath me. Snap. My arm went snap. And yeah, I had to get taken home from the school trip in an ambulance. I had to go to the hospital with my teacher. Scary things to happen. Luckily my teacher is like the nicest lady. I still think about her all the time. She must be quite old now. I just hope she's doing well because she's so lovely. I will say that trip to the hospital was a terrible one because they asked me, do you want to have the siren on? Me being a 6-year-old, I was like, yes, I want to hear the siren. Don't ask to hear the siren. Just warning, just don't. If you're ever in a ambulance and they say, do you want to hear... Why is there so many sharks? What is happening? Shark City? What the heck? Yeah, if you're ever in an ambulance and they say, do you want to hear the siren? Say no. It's so loud. I think that was genuinely the most traumatizing part. Being stuck inside an ambulance with the siren because it was so loud. Obviously, we didn't know I was autistic back then, so I was so confused why I hated this siren because it was so loud. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find a clownfish, so I'm just gonna catch this shark, sell it, and then I should probably go because my partner's gonna be home in a moment. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to me ramble about the most random stuff. If you have a character you'd like to see me create a home for in Happy in Paradise, please let me know because I'm going to be making some more Happy in Paradise videos soon. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments if you have anything you'd like to see me do in the game. Also feel free to send me your dream addresses if you'd like to see me visit your island. Before I go for today, I would just like to say an extra special thank you to my wonderful Patreon supporters for supporting me this month. You guys are the sweetest angels and your support has been really helping me out the past few months. I haven't been making as much money from YouTube recently, so much so that YouTube has been paying me once every 2 months instead of every month because I haven't earned enough for them to actually pay me the right amount. Your support on Patreon has been incredible. Thank you all so much. There may not be many of you, but each and every one of you are special and I love all of you. So thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And to the rest of you, thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're remembering to take care of yourself and having a lovely day. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Animal Crossing content, please do leave a like and a comment. Let me know how you're doing today. Please consider subscribing because it really helps me out and means the world to me. Hope you have a super lovely day. Thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you all in my next video. Bye!